Talking about My Hero Academia, manga chapter 322, part 2. If you don't want spoilers, keep scrolling. So as Deku says he can't return back to UA, Bakugo approaches him. He says, "Hey, remember what I said when Shigaraki made Swiss cheese out of me?" Referring back to when he was impaled. And Deku, with this haunting stare, says, "No, I don't." Bakugo says, "I told you, stop trying to win this on your own. But back then I had more to say. I needed to tell you that I got stabbed because my body moved on its own." Remember, this is the same thing that Deku did, that his body moves on his own, and that's what makes a hero. Bakugo continues saying, "You know, I always looked down on you because you were quirkless. You were supposed to be beneath me, but I kept feeling like you were above me. I hated it. I couldn't bear to look at you. I couldn't accept the way you were." As the rest of their classmates watch, Bakugo continues saying, "So I kept an arm's length away and was mean to you. I tried to act all superior by rejecting you, but I kept losing that fight since we got into UA. Nothing's worked out how I thought it would. Instead, this past year forced me to understand your strength and my weakness." We can see how the present moment, Bakugo and Deku looking at each other, how they're being transported back in time to their childhood selves, then their middle school selves, and then their high school selves. Back to the present, where Bakugo looks at Deku and says, "Now I don't expect this to change a thing between us, but I gotta speak my truth. Izuku." And for the first time in so many years, Bakugo calls Deku by his real name, calls him Izuku. And surrounded by their peers in the pouring rain, Bakugo puts his head down and says, "I'm sorry for everything." Bakugo has finally apologized in words to Izuku. And of course, Izuku is in shock. Bakugo speaks up and says, "There's nothing wrong with the path you've been walking down since inheriting One for All and following All Might's lead. But now you're barely standing, and those ideals alone ain't enough to get you over the wall you're facing. We're here to step in when you can't handle it all on your own. Because to live up to those ideals and surpass All Might, we gotta save you, the citizens at UA, and the people on the street. Because saving people is how we win." And remember, that was a big moment for Bakugo to realize that it's more important to save people than it is to beat a villain. And at this moment, he needs to save Izuku.